take out tush push, which I've been saying take out anyway, and it's not because nobody can stop it. It's strictly because the defense can't combat it. Like, that's it, homie. I don't give a fuck. I'm an offensive guy. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, I don't give a fuck if you can't stop it. It ain't about stopping it. It's about, this is a rule issue. Distinct advantage over my opponent. It's in the rule book. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Let the defense I should be able to push Smitty then and have a guy just line up and push two guys into the center, homie. Like, I just don't understand why you can't jump over the center on PAT, field goal, or punt. You can't. By the way, Smitty, last time I checked, who's the guy with the snap count?
Oh, center?
No, who controls the snap count?
Quarterback.
And his voice.
Yep.
And he tries to fuck with who? You, right? The nose guard.
Make me jump.
Isn't it even more of an advantage? And we got defensive guys trying to time it up, and then we're going to award the offense a touchdown?
Right. If I keep jumping on.
Come on, man. Come on, dog. Let's just talk brass tacks here. Like, fuck all the rules and all that old shit. The quarterback controls the snap count. So I said on this show 2 years ago, if you want to make it equal, then make sure that play is on first down. And everyone knows it. If we're going to change the kickoff rules to where we know what the fuck they are, then guess what? Change the tush push to first down. That means as soon as that motherfucker's under center, and the defense knows, and if they don't snap it on first down, it's a penalty, 5-yard false start. Like, that's the problem. Like, nobody wants to really discuss, homie. Like, let's like think about it. And you know me, I'm the fucking soft pussies. It's soft pussy because you don't allow the defense to combat it. And I'm an offensive person, homie. Like, if I'm coaching, I'm giving you coaches and players perspective. If I'm coaching it, I'm doing all kind of shit with my defense to try to fucking combat it. But if you don't let us do anything, we just got to sit there. Smitty, it's almost a joke when the defense lines up and they're like, what can we do? First of all, you're torpedoing our ankles out.
Right.
With no in splits. So you're hip to hip across the board. You're torpedoing us. We can't jump the snap count. We can't jump the center. And then we can't aid the D tackle.
I know. I hear you.
So
now, it has been stopped a couple times, but maybe you call that luck, out of pure luck. But listen, it is an unfair play, I guess you could say it. There's only a couple teams that do it very well. Eagles are number one. The Bills are probably number two. Every team isn't great at doing it, but I understand why people do want it banned. I was always kind of on the fence with it as far as like, yeah, I'm a defensive guy. I don't love the play, but it's one of those things where it's like, dang, we're gonna ban a play because we can't stop it. It's like it just, that concept just feels weird. But to answer the poll question, will the tush push get banned today? I'm gonna lean on my guy Jordan Schultz, who made a post actually not too long ago saying that my understanding of the tush push ban is that it's unlikely to have the votes to be banned, and there's a better chance discussions will be tabled for a future owners meeting. Those advocating for the ban have been working to sway opinions and get it banned, but as one source put it, the current language in the proposal is just not clear enough and can easily be manipulated. So, shout out to my guy Jordan Schultz. I don't think it'll get banned. I don't think it'll get banned. I just think it's too hard to get it banned. It's like, I understand what you're saying. I don't think it's like a clear cut, just like cheat of a play. Like, again, it has been stopped. It's not like every team is just doing it. Every team is allowed to do it, number one. So, like, to your point, as far as like we talked about the bats yesterday, if every team can do it, how is it a cheat? If everybody can do it.
The thing, but that's a long discussion, Smitty. Like, if I know that this is a possible banned play, why am I going to waste my fucking practice time on trying to get good at it if I think it's going to get banned in a year or two? Why? That's a play you have to run literally 20 minutes out of your practice day daily. I'm sure the Eagles do it 20 minutes a day daily.
Which means so you're admitting that this isn't some this easy play to just line up and do. Like, it's
not to perfect anything. It's never easy. So like that. Here's my issue though. Like, And Josh, I love Josh played defense of line or linebacker with you, like on defense, and he's against me. He's against me. Like as a defensive guy, I don't want him to tush push. Don't let him get to 3rd and 4th and 1. Well, that's crazy, Oos. That's crazy, Oos. Come on.
But I feel like that's the mindset of a defensive player, though. It's like, hey, man, like,
but that ain't happening.
We're taught not to make excuses. We're taught to find a solution. Don't let them get 31 then. Like, it's with it. Like, it sounds crazy, but that's the mindset.
So if I'm offense, don't let me get backed up on my own goal line then. Like, come on. We're talking about football, homie. 3rd and 4th down happens. That's what football is. It's going to happen. Like, this isn't Pop Warner. Like, this is going to happen. 3rd and 4th down is going to happen. And if I'm not going to invest in it because I think it's going to get banned or I'm not a believer in the play, why would I waste my play? I hear you. Your point is everyone can run it. On offense, though.
Yeah.
But what can everyone do on defense, homie, against it? That's what y'all just keep dismissing. Like, I don't understand. Like, there's not a play on offense that the defense, there's not a play on defense that the offense can't see coming and can't combat. Not one play. Name me a defensive play to equal the offensive tush push. And I'll wait.
There ain't one. There's no way it's no way to even compare it, though.
But that's my point, though. Like, offense came out air raid. They were empty. Empty was a thing in the 70s, and everyone had to adjust to getting it empty. Then we saw the veer option, and everyone was like, oh, what is this? It's midline, and then it's triple option. Then we got wing T. Defense came out with stack, 4-4. Then they came out with a bear front. And then they're like, oh, you want to line up in 2-back? We got a combatant for that. It's bear. So we're going to line up everybody and cover every D lineman up, put 2 backers in a box, and now we got 7 on the front, and now you got to figure out, and then the offense said, oh, well, fuck, we can't run into it, so we got to get into spread. And so they created empty. Then we got a diamond front. So we'll take a backer out of the box and still keep 5 down, and we'll put 1 backer in the box. We'll remove the other one so we can play against more formations. All right, so then the offense said, oh, fuck, now we got to use motion. So then we got too many guys in the box. The offense can't block them all. So guess what we started doing? Reading them. So we put in veer option, midline. We started reading the 3-tech. We started reading the nose guard. We started reading the 4-eye. We started reading the 5 technique. There's nothing you can do that we can't combat. This is an offensive guy speaking about a defensive play that cannot combat a tush push scenario. When I put 11 guys in the box, foot to foot, with 600 to 800 pounds behind the QB, knowing the snap count, rolling push. Come on, homie. What
has been the only counter to that, though, is we have seen it stop many times, though.
Not really.
We have, though. No, again, the Eagles do it the best. The Eagles almost always get it. The Eagles, but again, that's because they have one of the best O-line in the league, and you have a quarterback who's squatting 700 pounds. So, like, everything lines up for the Eagles perfectly. That's why the Eagles are so good at doing it. We've seen a lot of other teams try to do it, and they're not, like, it's been stopped. And we've seen it.
It's got to be discussed, though. Like, you can't even line a guy. The nose has to be tilted over the center on PAT and field goal, homie. You can't even put a guy over the center. Why can't I put my defensive guy over the center on some plays, but you're telling me that you can get foot to foot, rolling, push me, and gouge my nose out? Come on, homie. It's not an equal play. I'm just keeping it real. I'm an offensive guy, like, and you know how I am. I hate the pussification. I'm not going to make excuse for no pussy play. This is an advantage over the defense. It's no other ifs and buts about it. If the defense can't combat it, then how is it a fair fucking play? Like, that's all I'm saying. I thought we were supposed to be fair when it came to football. Like, you guys have changed everything and made it so pussy. You took out the wedge breaker on defense, Roger Goodell. You took out the kickoff rule. Now you've changed that to where it's a mockery. You fucking allowed quarterbacks to not be laid on. I have to caress you down. I can't put my body pressure on you.
Right.
But you allowed me to get foot to foot with 800 pounds behind the QB and push my nose into the ground. And that's okay. Like, come on, homie. It's just a hypocritical play is what it is.
They don't care about D linemen, no. You know that. They don't care about the guys up front. The most important people on the field. They never have.
I get all that. I get all that. I'm just saying, if you're not going to allow the defense to combat it, though, and fucking put 3 tilted noses, tilt the center, and fucking, I'm smashing his fucking snapping hand right out the gate, as I used to teach. we're punching his fucking snapping hand right out the gate, and 3 dudes torpedo his ass. Like a guy
hold on, but who's saying they can't do that? Who said
you can't?
Who's saying a defense can't get 3 D tackles and line them up tight in this smash? But it probably wouldn't work because if I'm a quarterback now, I'm gonna go to the B gap then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. But we can't, Smitty. You guys know the offense knows the snap count on a cheating play. I call it a cheating play because I know the snap count, and I got 600 pounds behind me pushing me, homie. Like the defense don't have 600 pounds over behind the nose guard pushing them. Like I said, if you want to keep it, I'm cool, but make it first down. So everybody knows. Like that's to me. Then now next year, then if that was the rule, Smitty, now you and I argue and say, still JB can't be stopped. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if the defense is sitting there teeing off because we know the snap count now, and they blasting Jalen Hurts and his motherfucker gets hurt, then you're gonna be talking about cancel the play. And you know damn well it's gonna take a 1-star quarterback to get his motherfucking shit bent back. And they're going to cancel that motherfucker, and they're going to talk about the safety again. But what? And then they'll add a 19th game. Fuck out of here. This is crazy to me. That's just my opinion. But anyway, I'm an offensive guy. That's just how I feel. I think it should be equal because I'm speaking as a coach defending my players.
I respect it.
Who's the coach? Where's the coaches at defending their players? And that's what the people don't want to talk about. You can talk about all the bitch shit about the Packers and you know, the Bills, McDermott, and all these guys coming out to stop the play now and cancel the play, and everyone's calling them soft and all this shit. You can say all you want. I would be pissed off if I'm a player and my coach don't advocate to stop the play that we can't stop.
Well, to that point, JB, I'm glad you brought it up. I mean, Matt LaFleur is one of the coaches that says the tush push isn't a great football play, says more of a rugby play. And I think there's a video we got, man. Let's check it out.
It is rugby.
About the tush push, the rules proposal?
Well, just when you look at the play, I would say I don't think it's a great football play. It's more of a rugby play. And then some of the injury concerns, we just want to kind of get out in front of that, you know, and be a little bit more proactive than that.
And even though you guys ran it a few times, like with the tight end.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, we do it too. I mean, but we're going to adjust, you know, to whatever the rules may be, and if it doesn't go through, it doesn't go through. But we're always constantly trying to look at everything. I think when you look at player safety, I think that's at the forefront of it should be at the forefront of everybody's mind in this league.
Let me ask you this though, be real. Just listening to what he said and his response after she questioned him and said, "But you run it too." Don't it sound like it's more of like a jealousy or like a hate thing that, hey, we don't have the time, we don't have the personnel, or we're just not good enough at running this play in comparison to our, you know, NFC rivals or whatever, the Eagles. So I want it banned. To me, that's the energy I felt when I'm watching that. Because she's right. That's a great question. She's like, you run it too. He's like, well, yeah, we're going to adjust to the rules. Well, no, don't adjust to the rules. If you say that it's a safety concern for the players and that's what you actually really care about, then why would you run the play at all? Ain't no adjustment to the rules. If that's what you actually believe in, Matt LaFleur, Coach LaFleur, don't run that play. But you ran the play because you see how effective it is when the Eagles do it, but it's not that effective when you do it. So now you're like, man, this helps them out too much, and we can't stop it, so let's cancel it out. I bet if they ran the play just as good as Philly, that he wouldn't be out here vouching for it to be dismissed. That's my only take there. To me, the energy around it is that, well, I can't do it as good as you guys can do it, so that's unfair. Let's cancel it. It's like a temper tantrum to me. That's the energy I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you hear it and you think it's hypocritical because the question and then his answer. That's what I think you hear. As a coach, though, I hear this is a bullshit play. I'm not going to spend my time on it. But as a coach, why would I not keep up with the Joneses as we supposed to do as coaches? And I got to run that on 4th and 1 or inches. I'm going to run the same play. Why wouldn't I? Like, if the play is going to be taken advantage of, why wouldn't we run it as well, is what I took from it. Now, it sounds a little hypocritical. I agree with you.
They do. Very.
But also I know on the coaching side of things, like, why wouldn't I run it?
Because he said it's safety of the players. So it's cool. If that's what you actually care about, You would
But
not
Smitty,
put
the
those
plays
players
are
in
not
position to
banned
get
though.
hurt.
But the play's not banned though. So you can
sure.
run the play, you can run it, and I can't. No, I'm not. I'm going to run the play too, regardless. Until the play is banned, every fucking team in the NFL should run it.
So don't bring up safety then, Coach LaFleur, because I mean you really don't care about the safety then either. You're trying to.
No,
you care
I
about
don't
winning.
agree.
You care about winning, which you should. Which is fine. I'm not
Yeah,
about
I don't
it.
agree.
Just
I
don't
don't
go out
think
there
he's
and
saying
lie.
that.
Don't lie.
Yeah, I don't think he's lying. I think he's saying we're going to run the play as long as it's in the rule book, but we don't think it should be in the rule book. That's what a coach. That's what I would have said. Like you can. Everyone's going to say it's hypocritical or it's two-faced or whatever you're going to say, but they don't understand and they don't coach or they never played or coached. They don't understand that I'm going to take advantage of the fucking play if it's out there on 4th and inches. Like, why wouldn't I if it's still in the rule book? The other side of the question, the other side of it is, though, we don't want to put all time into this play when we think it possibly can be banned down the line, and we don't like the play, but we're going to use it too if everyone else is running it. Like, that's like crazy, Smitty. Like, that's like saying that, you know, we're not going to run bear on 4th and 1, a legal football defense to stop the offense. Like, we're not going to run that shit because we don't. Nah, you're going to run it. You're going to run whatever defense is allowable. You're going to run whatever play is out there. You're going to run some sort of punt block that's unorthodox if it's within the rules, even though you don't like it. If it works, you're gonna run the shit. I don't see it the same way. I do see what you're saying with the hypocritical take and all that from her questioning, but I also see and I know, like, hey man, I'm not invested in this play. I don't think it's going to be around very long, and that's why all these coaches are trying to advocate to get it banned this morning. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just all I can say is my opinion. Every year we'll do a video of me yelling at the TV and when the tush push happens or don't happen. And if somebody gets hurt, I'll do a told you so video. If somebody don't get hurt and it keeps going, it is what it is. And we'll move on and talk about it for fucking 2 more years. But I think it'll be gone. I actually think they're going to get rid of it because I've seen other rules in the past that have been controversial be banned. And if they got rid of fucking wedge breaking, then I don't see why this is different. This is rugby. Wedge breaking's rugby. They hold hands. They run down the fucking field. This is rugby as well. And that years ago under Pete Rozelle, shout out to the Compton legend, NFL legend, Hall of Fame commissioner, they said, we're not going to mimic rugby. And there was a lot of rugby being played in the NFL at the time. And then they got rid of all the rugby. So if this is a rugby play, which it is, it's a skirmish, then you got to ban it, homie. That's just what I think. But anyway, we'll see, Smitty. We can have our opinions, and that's really what it is.
No, I respect it for sure, man. And like you said, we shall see what the ruling will be.